years of existence, the Dallas Cowboys were just about the worst team in the NFL. One of their few legitimate stars was a tough-as-nails fullback from New Mexico named Don Perkins.
Hey diddle diddle, perk up the middle. That was one of the early rhymes here where the first offensive play was Don Perkins over right guard, and a change up over left guard.
He was in the toughest times. Boy, when you were playing back in 60, 61, we didn't have much going for us. The guy was a remarkable runner, a great pass blocker, and one of our best players in our history.
He was our primary back in the I formation, and you know, you think most of the time your tailback would be the primary guy, but we didn't have anybody nearly as effective as Don was at running the ball, so he was our primary weapon.
Don was as good on that quick hitter as any back that I've ever seen. Boy, Don could hit up in the middle of that line and slash and move, quicker than most backs that I've even seen even today.
Down in Dallas, one of the great touchdowns he ran against us, on my side, of course it was, where he started, where I just knew he was going outside, and he broke it back inside and went in for a touchdown, and took a couple people into the end zone holding on to him. So he showed a lot of power in doing that.
Perk was my hero and still my hero. I think he got the most out of his ability and ability to play. Perk never quit, until he heard the whistle blow. I mean, he thought he could gain another inch, another foot, another yard, and if it took punishment to do that, that's the way the game was played.
Only Hall of Famers Jim Brown and Jim Taylor rushed for more yards than Perkins during the 1960s. And when it came to blocking, Don came in second best to nobody.
A little back blocking a 235-pound linebacker, normally they'll close their eyes and duck their head, but Perkins wouldn't do that. He aimed for your soft spot. He'd hit you right in between the ribs there, and he'd get you pretty good.
Perkins' life after football has been devoted to philanthropy and community service, with occasional pauses to experience the world around him.
I got involved in some acting kinds of things, and I was recruited because people had seen me or had talked to me. They said, he looks a lot like Frederick Douglass. I wonder if we can teach him to remember lines and to act a little bit. So I still do a Frederick Douglass one-man plays in Colorado and New Mexico, and sometimes even beyond that. Football has just been something that I did for a given period of time, and it was fine. It was a job, but there's a lot of dimensions of being a person, and I like to think that I am more than just a guy that could run with a football.